Good evening, friends. Coming in to the One Play Sports eSports Spectrum. Time check with me, 10 p.m. Sunday the 17th of May, and that means we are less than an hour away from kickoff in the big one in Group A. Malaysia taking on Vietnam twice tonight. The first one at the Bukit Jalil, the second one at the Mai Dinh Stadium, and the stakes could not be higher. And let me show you why. Because Group A, we called it the Group of Death when Yusuf from VPG and our very own Notorious Knitted pulled the balls out of the bag to group up those four teams. It looked tough, and it has been tough. No side has a 100% record, and that means maximum points for either Malaysia or Vietnam tonight would see them go to the top with just 2 matches left to play. We're going to try something special tonight as well. Don't panic. Don't start emailing and calling and asking where he is. The notorious one, the godfather of gaming, the man that put the E into esports, Nitin Nambiar, will be joining me in the studio at 11 o'clock this evening. But to service our great fans of One Play Sports in Malaysia, and with a little bit of an eye on Indonesia as well, we're going to have bilingual commentary, dual language commentary. I'll be calling the action in English, and we'll have our main man in KL, Aiman Roshizam, joining me for a bit of colour. And there is the man himself, Aiman. Great to have you with us, buddy. You're looking resplendent. I love that smile, and I bet you're excited about tonight's matches, aren't you?
Yeah, of course. It is going to be a very, very great night. Our very own Malaysia taking on Vietnam. Well, it has been a long rivalry between Malaysia and Vietnam, and let's see what will pan out in this very, very huge fixture.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. Expecting big numbers, even more so now you're with us, Simon. I know you are a familiar voice and face around the pro gaming scene in Malaysia, so it's great to have you with us. Before we get stuck into the actual matches tonight, must ask you, as we ask everyone when we have these Zoom calls all around the region, what's the latest on COVID-19 in Malaysia and how are you all coping?
Well, I've been coping really, really well. There have been a lots of esports tournaments here, so I think I'm fine. But most of us are, I think, well. We have been lifting a little bit on the MCO. So the cases have dropped drastically, and I think Malaysia will be on the positives. Although we might not have our usual Raya celebrations, but I think it's for the best, and hopefully we can get our normal lives back after this.
Yeah, quite right. Echo their sentiments, Simon. Of course, Ramadan Mubarak to everybody watching, all of our Muslim brothers. And it's going to be tough this year, I know, celebrating Raya in very unique circumstances. But I'm sure if we all pull together, we'll get through it. Now, the serious stuff out the way. Let's get stuck in to the fun stuff that's coming up on One Play Sports a little later on tonight, Aiman. Again, talk us through the FIFA Pro Club scene in Malaysia, because we've seen the sides in the Pro Club Challenge be very competitive. Of course, the Amigos, just one of the impressive Malaysian teams. We'll see the Maximus boys in action against Tiki Taka of Singapore on Tuesday. But how is the scene thriving in Malaysia at the moment for FIFA Pro Club?
Malaysia di Pro Club boleh dikatakan sangat-sangat kompetitif. Sudah bertahun-tahun scene Pro Club ini nampak seperti sesuatu yang kurang dipandang, tetapi sekarang ini sudah menjadi sangat-sangat besar dengan pelbagai pertandingan besar, terutamanya Liga Pro Club Malaysia dan macam-macam lagi. Sampaikan beberapa pemain kebangsaan kita sebenarnya mempunyai perlawanan kompetitif dari Isnin sampai Ahad. Setiap hari mesti ada liga ataupun piala yang perlu dimain oleh mereka.
It's interesting you said that. I think you could have a point there. I don't think we're only scratching the surface. The potential for this, it's already got massive in Malaysia and other countries in the region. I'm sure it's only going to get even bigger. Turning your attention and your expert eye onto the Malaysian national team tonight. We gave you a tough group, didn't we? It is the group of death with Vietnam alongside Thailand and Brunei. What have you made of Group A so far?
Seperti yang anda semua katakan, seperti yang kita semua tahu, ini merupakan satu group of death. Memang penuh syarat dengan kualiti Malaysia, Vietnam, Thailand dan juga Brunei. Ya, Malaysia, Vietnam, Thailand mungkin dikatakan sebagai favourite untuk keluar dari grup. Tetapi saya tidak boleh memperkecilkan Brunei terutamanya kerana mereka sudah pun mencuri 3 mata dari Vietnam dan 1 mata dari Thailand. Jadi jika kita ingin melangkah ke peringkat seterusnya, kita perlu untuk mendapatkan kita perlu untuk melakukan kerja kita dalam perlawanan pada malam ini menentang Vietnam. Yes, ianya akan menjadi sangat-sangat sukar, lebih-lebih lagi dengan rekod defensif dan juga penjaga gol mereka yang cukup cemerlang di dalam arena Pro Club di Asia Tenggara, tetapi fingers crossed sebab kita mempunyai skuad yang penuh dengan kualiti dan saya cukup positif tentang peluang kita.
And by the way, I've got to thank you, Aiman, there, because I was going to ask you this question, but I think you've answered it for me. I was going to ask you, what is group of death in Bahasa? But it is group of death. You still call it the group of death, right? Or is it a Bahasa phrase?
Kumpulan maut.
Again? Say it again?
Kumpulan maut.
Okay, I'll make a mental note of that. So without any further ado, we need to let you get ready for commentary. Knitted and myself need to gear up for match time at the top of the hour, 11 p.m. Singapore time. What's your prediction for the two games tonight? First one, Bukit Jalil. Second one at the Maidin.
Di Bukit Jalil mungkin kita mempunyai home advantage. Mungkin kita akan menang dengan lebih besar. Kita memerlukan advantage tersebut. Mungkin 3-1. Tapi di Maidin dengan connection mereka lebih baik apabila bermain di home dan mereka juga beraksi dengan cemerlang di tempat sendiri. Walaupun sebelum ni mereka kalah di tempat sendiri, tapi tak apa. Mungkin kita akan menang juga, tapi 1-0 kemenangan tipis tak apa, asalkan 6 mata akan dibawa pulang oleh Malaysia.
Okay, and very quickly for the benefit of our viewers watching outside of the Bahasa-speaking regions, in English, I want 2 correct score predictions from you from Malaysia, Vietnam, Vietnam and Malaysia, because I'm going to put you up against Nitin tonight, going to get a bit of inter-team rivalry going. What's your prediction? Correct score, please.
All right. So I think we are going to have a 3-1. I'll take 3-1.
And the other game in Vietnam?
In Vietnam, I think because their connection will be affecting us a little bit and they will have their home advantage, I think we will still win, but with a slight slender goal lead, maybe 1-0 victory.
Like the positive talking, Aiman. That's what we like to see from Malaysia, expecting maximum points tonight. But don't you start all these gamers constantly blaming connectivity issues when things go wrong. Aiman, really looking forward to you joining this matchup. It's Malaysia up against Vietnam, coming up in less than an hour on One Play Sports. Don't miss it. Aiman, Knitted and me.